Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible to all of you? Okay. Am I audible? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, Today, Naveen, Dinesh, then who are all here? Sandhya, Shivateja, and Soundarya. Only five, or still there are any others who will be joining it? Likit, Kirti, Arvind. Okay. Okay, fine. I am Sukumar. You all probably know me, right? Am I right? Okay. Yeah. You all know me, right?
Hi all, this is Richard. Boys, girls, today Mr. Sukumar will be taking care of this session. And I just wanted to tell you one thing very clearly. He's a wonderful resource guy, and please make use of this session, okay? And please be very interactive. You can communicate with him in all three or four languages. Telugu, Tamil, English, whatever is feasible to you, and make sure that you take the benefit out of from him actually. And he's also the managing director for Rising Tecons, and wonderful personality, uh, a good script writer. So please make use of this session and be interactive. Um, he can speak Tamil, English, Telugu, and all understand Malayalam also. So you can interact with him and communicate with him in all three languages. Okay, it's over to you, Mr. Sulma. Please take care.
Yeah, thank you. How how are you all? Uh, hope all of you are safe and secure from this COVID. You are right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good to know. And let us have this session in an interactive way. Today's topic is going to be a very simple one, yet the most complicated one. Okay, is there anything that's pretty easiest one in this world? If you can't unmute and answer, just type in quickly. Voice is not audible. Now, is the voice clear? Is the voice clear now? Is the voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. See, is there anything something that's the most difficult one in this world?
Things which we don't like feel difficult to understand and progress actually.
Okay, that's the answer. See, the thing is, yeah, there are few complicated things, but the level of difficulty predominantly lies. Generally, what we say is the amount of complexity is difficulty. That is what we generally say. But in realistic way, or in an absolute way, if we want to say, complexity doesn't define the difficulty. A difficulty is a perception that we have. A very simple thing. An athlete can run a 100-meter sprinter can run 100 meters in 10 seconds or 12 seconds. But if we are asked to run, we may take 20 seconds. We might find it difficult to run 100 meters. Not exactly, but if you want to compete with that sprinter, it will be pretty much difficult. So, with this, we'll have today's session, and today's session is on cold calls. See, what are cold calls? Any answers, please? What is called cold calling or cold calls? You might be receiving it on a day-to-day basis, or at least once in a week. I don't think anyone is exempted from receiving a cold call. Any quick answers, please? Just tell what you know. Don't think about right or wrong.
Please.
Sir, like probably receiving calls for credit card inquiries or else some kind of offers and all these things. Like when you're a subscriber of Max Fashion, you get cold calls probably. And when you give your number, like when you are open for public for any kind of inquiries, like in social media types like Quora or any kind of things, you get some calls for any kind of queries. And also, if you are a YouTube star, like if you're having some YouTube channel, you are solving someone's queries, or else you are a social media platform person, so you will also receive some kind of cold calls for marketing inquiries, like. We need you to promote some kind of stuff. Like I have some
Yeah,
people.
that's enough. See, yeah, I just asked, what are all cold calls in general? See, as you said, any promotional call that you receive is a cold call. Any promotional call. Uh, Maybe when you have finished your schooling or the junior college levels, you might have got calls from many colleges for admissions. So when you have finished 10th, junior college or certain schools, so because
Like
in
in
each
southern
state it's
states.
different. Yeah, in each state it's different.
Yes.
Uh, in uh, Karnataka, it is PUC, pre-university college. In Andhra and Telangana, it is junior college or intermediate college. In Tamil Nadu and Kerala, it is school. So after 10th, either that school or junior college which is offering the next level of education, they'll be doing their promotional activities, for which maybe if you didn't receive a call, your parents might have received. Same way, once you had finished your schooling or you are ready for the college, lot many colleges would have done cold calling. See, cold calling is all telemarketing calls are cold calling. In short, all promotional calls are cold calling only. Even prior to elections, you might have received pre-recorded voice calls from the political party leaders, or even you might have received calls for surveying. They would have said few candidate names for your constituency and asked you to respond with the number for each candidate. Say one is Mr. A, two is Miss B, three is Mr. C. So whom you feel as the right candidate for your constituency. Even that's a cold calling. So cold calling is present everywhere in this world and it's nothing new. Earlier, cold calling in the sense it used to be physical, direct, door to door interaction. Later, when the telephones got more, it started through telephones and then later it went into the mobile era. So now everywhere it is cold calling only. Facebook ads we can see, Twitter ads we can see, Insta ads we can see, LinkedIn, same way YouTube. In Google, if you search something, you will find certain ads related to that. And all sorts of marketing or cold calling activity that happens. We are going to focus only on calling. So generally, what we should do when we are doing a cold call? What are the aspects required to do a cold call properly? These are the two important things that we have to remember or make as a guideline for us. Uh, See, there are a lot of ways you can do cold calling, a lot of ways in the sense how you speak to the person on the other side. That will determine how good you can promote your product or service with that person. So, one thing is what of late I have observed in most of the cases is the calling looks like a very standard or a textbook style of calling. which ideally is difficult in the sense it's bit tough to get results with that sort of calling, because uh, that sort of calling has started very long, and even today if we follow the same strategy, say I am calling from so and so, I need this much amount of your time, I want to explain, that's predominantly see what happens is that first 10-15 seconds, if you are able to pitch in with a punch, then the call can go for 10 minutes or 15 minutes also. Until you hang up, the call will go on predominantly, unless otherwise the other person is pretty much busy in any activity or in middle of some activity. So this is one primary thing which we have to keep in mind. So first 15 seconds of your call, you have to create an impact. And it comes by practice. It cannot happen overnight. Nobody in this world can do it overnight. So you have to do it, and you have to get that capability for you. Second thing is how to face rejections. That's one of the primary thing which we have to learn in cold calling. One is creating an impact. So you have to create unique style for yourself, or say some 4-5 styles you can keep it. But the style should not be monotonous. You have to act according to the situation. You have to act according to the customer. See, very simple thing. Do anyone know why Domino's had introduced a pizza for 49 rupees and Pizza Hut for 39 rupees? Or do you know why idli and biryani got introduced into Cafe Coffee Day? Why McDonald's started selling
So
burgers
I
at
can see
25 rupees? Yeah, somebody started answering, please, please, quickly.
So it is affordable price to buy a pizza at 14 and 39 rupees.
See, the point is, yeah, you are right. To make it affordable. See, ideally, a small size pizza ideally was costing 99 rupees plus tax, which was coming close to 110 rupees. When this 49 rupees was introduced, including tax, it came close to 55 rupees. So those who were thinking twice to go and buy a pizza for 110 rupees, when this 50 rupees pizza came in, people many people had shown interest. People wanted to try the taste of pizza. So, but if you see that 50 rupees pizza, only you can see the pizza base much, and toppings, it is very hard to find on it. Hardly you find some onions, some corn or some capsicum, not much. Uh, so the thing is very simple thing. Just a second, hold on. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry for the little pause. See, one is making it affordability to reach more number of customers. So ideally, why I took that example is, see, if you are able to cater with one section of people and you are not covering the other section of people, then you will have a limited set of customers. Say like Apple products, they have a limited set of customers, but they do good amount of business. They don't go for other products ideally. So that sort of thing that happens ideally. So okay, well and good. The thing is, you have to identify the needs of the customer and talk according to that situation. So that's one of the important factor in cold calling. The second factor is when any customer rejects your call, see, some might be softly rejecting it, some might be bit harsh on you, but you have to take it light. I know it's bit tough in the beginning, but as you progress, you will find it a part and parcel of your life. We face rejections everywhere. It's not only with the clients. Even if we tell some ideas to our parents also, they'll straight away deny it. So this happens normally, right, to all of us. So we have to learn to accept rejections. You see, Abraham Lincoln's story is one of the best examples for rejection. And see how to take it positive, what to learn from it. If you start learning from your rejections, then you can face the rejections boldly. See, very simple. Many of you might have heard about Chef Venkatesh Bhatt. In school, he was not doing good. In regular schooling, he was not doing good. Until 9th only, he went for regular schooling. 10th and 12th, he had taken private examinations, not going to regular school. And today, he is CEO of Accord Hotels, 5-star chain of hotels. Of course, he is now 50 years. I think somewhere he is in his 50s. But he started as a cooking assistant. In fact, he started as a waiter, then a cooking assistant. Then he climbed up the ladder. Then finally he reached one highest spot. He had faced a lot of rejections for his ideas, for his recipes he used to do. So, going by all of this, it is not so easy to accept rejections, but at the same time, if you start accepting the rejections and try to learn from it, then you can get the results. That is one thing. If you keep professional things professional and not emotional, then obviously any rejection will not take you back. See, it's part of my work. That's how you have to be sportive. See, every day Sachin cannot score a century. Every day Virat Kohli can't score a century in every match. If he gets out for a duck, we'll be disappointed as fans. But yes, that's a failure of the day. So just because of one failure, will he be continuously scoring only ducks in his career? No. He'll find out, see what way he got out, how he got out. He'll start analyzing that. And of course, there are professional analysts too, who will present that to the player and make them to understand what corrections they have to do. And then accordingly, they'll start. See, I remember one example wherein in Sydney, if I'm not wrong, 2003 2004 India tour of Australia. Sachin Tendulkar had scored 241 runs in a test match without scoring even one single cover drive. Without scoring even one single cover drive, he had faced close to 400 balls, if I am not wrong. He played for 1.5 days on the crease. He had stitched 300 run partnership, close to 300 run partnership with VVS Lakshman, who scored 178 in that match. And Lakshman played a lot of cover drives. Even Sachin got tempted with the way the Australians were bowling. But finally, he decided, he had took a stand. In this innings, I am not going to play even one cover drive, even if the ball is a loosener. I am getting out with cover drives. So today I am going to have self-control in me. I am not going to attempt it. So the gist of this is, he, he found out cover drive is risky for him at that period of time for him. Later he played lot many good cover drives. What he decided is, okay, I am taking one way of getting out, which was quite a frequent happening that time. Completely, he made that option vanish for the opponent. So other areas where he used to score strongly, in that areas only the opponent team has to find out possibility to take his wicket. And he remained unbeaten in that innings. So that is how you have to approach things. See, it doesn't mean that, okay, once you face a call rejection, it doesn't mean you don't call anyone. It is not that way. See, why that rejection is happening. Everyone will have one set of reason for a rejection. Somebody will not tell the reason. Somebody will say, but there are a lot of things that happens. So that is one thing. So what you have to focus is on the calls where you get a response. Rest of the calls, okay, you have to see how what different approach you can take, right? Then next thing is you have to schedule your calls accordingly. Okay, today I'm going to do 100 cold calls. Fine. You have list of 100 numbers. Start calling one by one in order. Some might pick up, some numbers might not be working. So for every number dialed, what was the response you got? Start filling it. Make a table, preferably in an Excel sheet. Then first response, fill it, fill it, fill it. So those who told not to call you back, mark them red. Don't call to them. So those numbers are now gone out of the equation. Those who haven't picked up, okay, try after 1 hour. Next again, go in that order once again for those. And somebody might have said, okay, call back at this time. They might have said, so note it down. So follow the iterations. When you follow the iterations, what will be the result? Can someone tell me? Any answers, please? Any answers? Okay, any answers? Quickly. First of all, am I audible to all of you? I doubt whether you are able to follow me or not. Just someone please confirm.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, fine. See, uh, the thing is, okay, we are talking about scheduling the calls, right? So what ideally we have to do there? So when you follow that process of iterations, what will be the result of it? Anyone quickly, please? See, for example, I'm making call to you 5 people or 6 people. Shiva says to call me at 7:30. Soundarya says, okay, I'm not interested in this promotion. Don't call me. Aditya says, okay, I'll look into it. Send me the details. Same way, Dinesh says some other thing, Naveen says some other thing, and Sandhya tells some other thing. So, I have recorded all those activity, what has happened as a outcome of it. Then next step, what should I do? What is the next activity to be done by me? Okay, let us say Soundarya and Naveen told not to call back. Aditya and Sandhya shown interest. Shiva and Dinesh asked to call back at one at 7:30 and another one at 8 o'clock. Or maybe one at 7 o'clock. So, what should be my next activity to be done? Can anyone tell quickly? See, please don't make me talk all the time. Some answers, please. Quick.
சார்
Yes.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யாரு வந்து 7 o'clock கால் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொன்னாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறம் 8 o'clock கால் பண்ண சொன்னவங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணி நம்ம கேட்கணும் சார் அவங்க என்ன கேக்குறாங்கன்ட்டு. அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து ஓகே சொன்னாங்க நாங்க வந்து வாங்குறோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னவங்களுக்கும் நம்ம கால் பண்ணி கேட்கணும். பட் ப்ராடக்ட் வேணாம்னு சொன்னவங்களுக்கு நம்ம பெட்டர் கால் மேக் பண்ணாம இருக்கிறது நல்லது சார்.
ஓகே, நீங்கள் சொன்னதில் வந்துட்டு ஒரு விஷயம் பர்ஃபெக்ட்டு. டோன்ட் கால்னு சொன்னவங்களுக்கு செகண்ட் ரவுண்ட் காலிங் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஸோ அது ரிஜெக்டட், அதாவது நம்ம ப்ரமோஷனை ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஸோ வி ஆர் நாட் காலிங் தெம். இந்த விஷயத்துக்கு மேபி ஃப்யூச்சரில் இன்னொரு விஷயத்துக்கு நம்ம கால் பண்ணலாம், அதுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வரலாம். அது அடுத்த கட்டம். இப்போ வந்துட்டு 2 பேர் கால் பேக் பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, 2 பேர் வந்துட்டு டீட்டெயில்ஸ் அனுப்புங்க பார்த்துட்டு கூப்பிடுறோன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஆக்டிவிட்டி, இப்போ டைம் என்ன ஆச்சு? 6:40 தான் ஆச்சு. எனக்கு இன்னும் 20 நிமிஷம் இருக்குது அடுத்த கால் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. ஸோ நான் என்ன பண்ணலாம் அதுக்குள்ளே? சரி, இமெயிலோ வாட்ஸ்அப்போ எதில் அனுப்ப சொன்னாங்களோ, ஆதித்யா சந்தியா 2 பேர் வந்துட்டு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் காட்டியிருக்காங்கன்னு எடுத்துக்குவோம். ஃபஸ்ட்டு வேலை, இந்த 20 நிமிஷத்தில் ஆதித்யாவுக்கும் சந்தியாவுக்கும் டீட்டெயில் அனுப்பிட்டு 7 மணிக்கு தினேஷுக்கும் 7:30 மணிக்கு சிவதேஜாவுக்கும் ஃபோன் பண்ணி, அப்போ அவங்க இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் அவங்க அடுத்த காலில் வந்துட்டு அவங்க இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் காட்டலாம், இல்லை அவங்களில் ஒருத்தர் ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணலாம், இல்லை 2 பேரும் ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணலாம், 2 பேரும் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் காட்டலாம், எது வேணாலும் அவுட்கம்மாக இருக்கலாம். ஸோ அந்த அவுட்கம் படி வந்துட்டு அது தேர்ட் ரவுண்ட் ஆஃப் ஆக்டிவிட்டிக்கு போயிடும். ரவுண்டு 1 எல்லாருக்கும் கால் பண்ணோம், அதில் ஒரு அவுட்கம் வந்தது. ஸோ in round 1 we have called everyone, we have got one outcome. So in that, out of 6, couple of guys had told to send the details. So I am saying that the next call I am going to make is only 20 minutes away from now. So I am trying to utilize this 20 minutes to send details to those who had asked to send. And then I am going for callbacks. I am taking the feedback of it. And then, okay, I'll send a message or make a quick call and say to Aditya and Sandhya that I have sent the details. Please check it and give your feedback or what. அது என்ன அதோட எண்ட் ரிசல்ட் நம்ம எதிர்பார்க்குறோமோ அதை வந்துட்டு பார்த்து ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு வில் ஆஸ்க் தெம் ஃபார் their ரெஸ்பான்ஸ். நாட் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் at that point of time, we'll say them to go through it and then review it, then get back with a response. So that is one aspect. So in the 2 people who have asked for a call back, they might have that requirement or might not have. So we'll get an outcome of it. So according to the outcome of it, further activities we will do. Same way, if there are 100 people or 200 people whom we need to call, we have to go ahead with this sort of iterations only. One thing is we have to maintain time. If we say, okay, they have asked us to call at 7:30, we have to call them at 7:30. If they asked us to call at 7 o'clock, we have to ensure that we are calling at 7 o'clock. So maybe 1 minute here and there might not make a big difference, but yes, we have to make sure we are calling at exactly at that time, unless otherwise there is something, some external factors because of which we might not be in a position to call. Got it? Is that clear?
Sir, like these are all the factors that affect loss of deal, like the probabilities or probability of the factors that affect the loss of deal, right?
No, I didn't get you.
Like these are all the probability cases which are which are the result of a loss of a deal, right?
You can call that way also. See, one thing is what is our outcome or what is our goal from that activity that we have to see. So according to that, we have to carry out our activity. We have to get a certain amount of output. So for that, you have to use certain things in an effective way to get that. So there are certain other factors which we will see. First thing, one important factor which everyone needs in a calling, cold calling or any sort of promotion calling or a service call or a client calling, whatever you call it, prospect calling. So what you have to do clearly is you need to maintain patience. If you get fed up with couple of rejected calls, or maybe at times out of 50, 49 might get rejected and only one will show some interest, or that too will say, call me back at this time. So the thing is, you need to have patience. So you should not lose your cool. Simple thing, whatever the match situation it is, Dhoni maintains his cool and calm. I had never seen, or I have hardly seen Rahul Dravid or VVS Lakshman losing the cool, or even Sachin Tendulkar, or even a Mohammad Azharuddin. But at the same time, we had aggressive people like Harbhajan Singh or Virat Kohli. In captains, if we say Virat Kohli, Saurav Ganguly, they were aggressive. So here we need to be very cool, keeping our cool. So that is one of the traits we have to have when we have to do cold calling. But it doesn't mean that, okay, if you don't have this trait, you cannot do it. It's not that way. You can do it, but if you have good amount of patience, then yes, even if the results weren't in your favor, you will try to get that. But if results are coming in, then if you have patience or do not have patience, it doesn't matter. If the external factors support you, still you will get result. But being patient is need of this a prerequisite for this cold calling activity. See, cold calling is more important because it's one of the effective ways to get your product or service, or it is one of the effective ways to create interest among your target audience to look at your products or service and create an interest in them to use your products or services. So it's not mere selling of product or service. So cold calling, the purpose of cold calling is to make people show interest towards you, get acquainted with you in the sense with your product or service, or with your quality, or with certain factors of your organization, you as an individual, maybe the quality of the product, the benefits of it, the positives of it. Certain people will look at negatives of it. Well and good, not a problem. So this
Sir,
is one.
actually, we can
Yeah.
also add another point here.
Hmm.
Like we are also letting know the people about what our product and explaining, like expressing the value of our product to people also.
Yeah, that's what I told. Promoting the product,
Yeah,
promoting the product or service includes this. What you have said.
yes.
So I told it in a single word. You are trying to explain it in detail. Well and good. That's it. The thing is, say I am not going to promote somebody else's product or service. If I am going to talk to my client, say if I want to explain you about my services, what I'll say, yes, Shiva, we have web development services, we have digital marketing services, we have e-commerce uh, platform building service, and also we do build e-commerce platforms. At the same time, we are also building one e-commerce platform for our own, which can be used by anyone by having an agreement. And okay, all of you guys quickly log off and then re-log in.